You're here finally. I've been waiting so long for this moment to come. Like, how old are you? Well, how old were you? Really? This young? Well, in that case, I'm sorry. That's a pity that you ended up here. But it's not my job to decide whether, when, how, where you will die. It's his fault. And for that reason, I'm just here to send a message to you and communicate you if you ended up in hell, paradise, heaven, or purgatory. Okay, so let's start quickly with this process because I have things to go back to, like, I don't know, something. I will think of something. I mean, it isn't your first life on Earth. Like, I think you're. Okay, let me pull up your profile. Just one sec. Okay, see. Yes. Seventh life on Earth, which is kind of a medium score. Now, I see here that you have not been baptized in this life. So that's I'm just gonna start counting your aura points. So we are, we are sure that we don't leave anything behind. So you start with 0 aura points, and not being baptized is at least less 1,000 aura points. Now with less 1,000 aura points, you're still going to get into purgatory, but unfortunately you made mistakes, you sinned, and since you've not baptized, I don't think I can do anything for you actually. I mean, I didn't do anything for you. You know, guardian angels are assigned even to like non-religious people, but we just don't do anything. That's mostly because if you don't believe in us, even if I send you messages, you are not gonna receive them. So we just lay down and lay back. Now, I actually remember like the day you were born in this life, like it was yesterday, because you're so young. And what, wasn't it clear? Like, what? Why do you think you're talking to me now? If you think you're still alive? No, baby, you're not alive. You're pretty much dead. And actually, I can tell you how you died. See, I kind of missed this part because I was busy. Yeah. So I don't have any time to waste, really. I've been your guardian angel for. How old were you when you. What? Alive? You? Absolutely not. Why do you think you see me? Hallucinations? Were you a person that hallucinated a lot when I was alive? No. So why do you think you should be starting hallucinations now? Starting having hallucinations now? No. What do you mean pinch me? You cannot pinch me. I'm not. I'm spirit. I'm an angel. Yes, I removed the other points from you. Look, the thing is, I thought you were funny. I thought you were intelligent, smart, beautiful, and all of those things. But now I'm just finding you annoying. And I remember why I chose to not interfere with your life anymore. Because you were a spoiled little brat. Yes, you were. So, let me pull up your profile and see. And start counting those aura points. So, okay. Oh, of course, you died from an overdose. Let me just. I have to have much more, like, information about it. What it was. Oh, okay, that's pretty bad, and it involved someone else. You convinced your best friend to do drugs with you? I'm sorry, I am about to close this computer and send you directly to hell. You're toxic. And I'm sleeping under the taste of your lips and paradise. Sorry. Britney Spears. So, right now you are at minus 21,000 aura points, which is, well, you're going to hell, but you're going to hell serving, eating, everything. You're gonna be famous in hell. You sound like an horrible person, you know. I kinda put you in the back room of my mind since you were like 11. That's the first time you masturbated, and I don't want to recall the way you did it, but it was kind of sinful. All masturbation is sinful, you know this, but that was particularly wrong. So I'm tempted to actually, take off other points from your aura points, but let's first focus on the good things you did and see if we can repair the damage, like bring you back to 0, and from there we start counting again with the negative things. So I'm pulling up your profile again. Yes, I have to do this every time. Now, where was the search bar? Okay, here. Do you want to do pros and cons of your life? Do you want to do a list of all the good things and then we read a list of all the negatives? Or do you want to just see the highlights and decide if there are more highlights in a sense or another? Because those are my three methods of judgment. Obviously, they have to get reviewed by God. But which kind of judgment you prefer? Okay, so no pros and cons. Okay. You're thinking, I'm thinking too, actually. I I say we just do the highlights. That's gonna be much quicker and as accurate as every other method. So let me see highlights. Okay, they start when you were 6. It makes sense. That's totally normal, like completely everyday standardized age to start having an impact on other people's lives. Because you see, since aren't actually bad per se, but they're bad if they hurt someone else. You know, you have the freedom of doing whatever you want, but just don't involve other people into it, because it's not their fault. You are taking a bad decision. So when you were 6, and when all the other kids that become adults and stuff like that, you know, the normal cycle of life, when you're 6, you start to remember, like your memory develops better, and with it your critical thinking, and you acquire some skills that are based on your surroundings, your personality, your will to change. And I'm just gonna read a few to you. So one, I'd say to choose like 5 positive and 5 negative highlights and see which weighs the most. Like if you did like maybe you did only one good thing in your life, but it was so good and impacted so many beautiful people that it just reset your score to 0, and that's purgatory. 0 actually it's a really good score, because it means you've been neutral in your heart, in your earth, and in your heart. And that's pretty like you don't need too much time in purgatory for that. So our goal with you is to bring you to minus 2000. That could be our goal. Okay, so I see the first highlight of your life, and it's when you were 6. You know, I didn't remember that. I really didn't. So when you were 6, there was like an assignment from school which asked you to draw your family, and you drew your mother, your father, like on the 2 opposite ends of the drawing, because you knew they were separated, like they divorced. But you also drew the like new lover of your mother, and your father knew nothing about it. So that's actually what caused them to become enemies for the rest of their lives. Yeah, you remember this. Yeah, you're sorry about this. Ah, that's really good. We can go on. So next, meaningful event in your life is sorry, but think I'm reading this wrong. Like the quote don't make sense to me. Like you were bullied and you like grabbed, not grabbed, you bited your bully and you, I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's certainly something. Like you chew off a piece of their skin with meat underneath and like left him with a hole, like not a see-through hole obviously, but like a really deep wound, which per se, I mean, I'm kinda glad you did it because police deserve that. But I don't know if I want to put it under the good or bad meaningful events, so we're just gonna ignore this, okay? Okay. You're joking, right? See, I was scrolling down, but then I thought there must be more to the story of the bully, like something we don't know, something strange. So I opened the page once again and see, I think you'll be a perfect fit for help. I think they're gonna like wait for you. Maybe they were just already waiting for you, because this behavior is amazingly wrong, but clever. So clever. So you said to the bully that if he didn't, like, you realized what you did. Obviously there was blood everywhere, but you told the kid who was 1 year older than you, so you were 8 and he was 9. You told him that if he didn't go and complain to the teachers, you were gonna become his girlfriend. Is that right? Yes, manipulatory. Manipulatory behaviors are my personal favorite because they are always wrong and they always make you lose or a point. So I'm not in, a moral dilemma or something. No. See this story? Now we can see the whole story and see that even if you regretted what you did, you didn't like own up to the responsibility of the consequence of your action. Which now you seem to have been pretty, like, you've had pretty meaningless life until your 16th. So I would just keep to. Wait, I didn't see this. This is kind of juicy. Like, really? You really did this? Yeah, it's documented that you did this. You convinced your like friend from school to leave bruises on your neck, like with their lips, to all leave bruises all over, and then you went around and said that a vampire like had beaten you just because you saw Twilight. You were 11. I mean, you should know better at 11. Anyway, where was I? In 2011, I think I was on a cruise actually. Yeah, heaven has a lot of beautiful places to see, and I never get to visit like their infinite, but I never get to visit the most famous ones. So I was taking a cruise. What do you mean it's my fault? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. No, it's not my fault. God left you free will. Yes. Okay, I could have been more present in your life, but would you... I, maybe the thing is, maybe I'm not really cut for this job, but it pays really well. Like, it pays me, I can do like 4 rosaries a day. Oh my god, I feel so close to the Lord when I do this job. So let's move on. Let's keep looking. Mhm. Yes, I was saying before I found out about the bruises, they were pretty meaningless until your 16th birthday, when you... let me just open the file. Okay, so it says here that during your 16th birthday you home cooked, like prepared at home, every single snack that was going to be eaten during the party. You also made your own cake and decorated it, and that made everybody super happy. Is that true? Yes. See, that's a very cute thing to do. Okay, now we have another thing. Like, I think this is the first good thing we find about you, right? Right. We are 2-1. The bad things are winning. No, we cannot let that happen. Let's move on. Okay, then I see you gave some money to people in need, but well, you had a lot of money in your life, so it's like, I don't know if you know the story that Jesus told about to his apostles. Like, do you want to know it? Do you want to know it? No. Let me interrupt you 1 second. No. Shh. Let me speak. Shh. Do you want to go to heaven or not? This is the question you should ask yourself. Because from your life, it seems that you never thought of heaven. Like, never prepared yourself in your mortal life for heaven. But you would like to go to heaven in the first place. Yeah. So there's a big gap of meaningless events in your life. Like it's a big gap, like full of meaningless events. So did you do something in your life, like apart from the negative things which we investigated? I hope um enough. But your 18th birthday, you got into a coma, an alcohol-induced coma. Okay, but there's a note underneath, so let's read that. That's okay. So you have never touched any more alcohol in your life. That's a big win. Like, first of all, congratulations to you. Second of all, it sets a good example for a lot of your friends your age, and it takes a lot of fatigue, and it's really hard, but you did it. So that's a big win for you, sister. And the score goes. I was about to put, a third negative meaningful event when I read about the alcohol-induced coma, but then I read the rest of the story, and it was a lifelong story. Like, you really did not touch any more alcohol. That's good. Let's see what else we find. Again with the meaningless events. Like, yeah, I mean, you bought from Shein. You had a fossil fuel car, like a car that ran on fossil fuels. I do not know how to speak. And then you give chlamydia to someone. You don't care. I wouldn't call this meaningful. Let's see. Have you ever had any plastic surgery? No. Perfect. You had 3 surgeries. You had your torso, like your boobs. You had your eye lift, and you had your lips done. It's a sin? No, absolutely. I was gonna count it as a win, actually. But it isn't, because it was paid by mommy, so it's not meaningful. Let's go on. So let's look for other things, whatever it does. Yes, money. Your life was full of money, and I have seen like one friend, which was the one that gave you the bruises on your neck. Did you had any friends Did you have any friends at all? I still I wasn't there still. Like, it's kind of a spoiler, you know, and I hate spoilers, so I'm gonna detract some points from your other points, but just a little because you are impatient. Uh, Let me just reach the chapter of your life. So you were hospitalized because you had mental health problems, and there was this guy who was in prison but needed help, like psychiatric help, that was in the same yard of, yeah, where you stayed. And you fucked him, but it's not what. You're distracting me, okay? Please let me do my job. I was saying, you fucked him, you were really kind to him, you did not have any prejudices against him just because he was in prison. Good job. Wow, there's a lot of stuff about the hospital. Like, a lot of stuff. You gaslighted one of the psychotic patients, which was actually your roommate. And sorry, it's kind of funny to me. Sorry, yeah, you shouldn't laugh. You gaslighted her until she went literally crazy and started like telling nurses that you were the one that took her as a prisoner and you were starving her. And okay, well, I understood the facts, but you did actually, you know what? She sounded like a lot. She did. I'm giving you extra over points for patience. I'm gonna take back what I just told you like a few moments ago. Okay, I found something. You cheated on your boyfriend. How many times? 4. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 times. I cannot even like put this on the negative list because I read your mental health like history, and you were it was just a miracle that you distinguished like a toothbrush from a car. So yes, you weren't in your best conditions when you cheated on your boyfriend. You should have not had a boyfriend at all in that period. My phone is ringing. Hello. Yes, you come at the perfect time. Yes, we will send them to you like as soon as possible. I just need some, bureaucracy done. Do you want what? That's a strange request from you. You usually prefer to send everybody directly to hell. Well, agree. I think it's a bit confusing. It's a difficult case. What? Really? This was not my last human? This was just my first? What do you mean have all eternity to be a guardian angel? I never asked to be a guardian angel. I want to be a normal angel. Oh my god. Sorry. No. Yes, I know I am not cut for this job. I'd say that too. Like, I know, but you know how God can be sometimes. You take a decision, you stick to the decision. But yeah, I'd be more loving with my next human. I promise that. Yes. So we send her to the limbo right now. Perfect. Thank you. So yeah, I will tell them that and bring them to you. Bye. Okay, so you heard the man. Who was it? Satan, obviously. You're going to hell, baby, and you're going in like a superstar.